Hello students, on the behalf of KTHM College Nasik and Department of Chemistry of this college, I am Dr. Rucha Pawar, Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry of KTHM College, welcomes you in SYBSc Inorganic Chemistry class. Dear student, first of all, I would like to take an opportunity to congratulate you for your academic success in FYBSc class and your admission at SYBSc class. Students, from this academic year, Savitribai Phule University Pune implemented the CBCS pattern, that is a choice-based credit system pattern for SYBSc class. In this academic year, I will teach you the paper code, that is a CH302 Inorganic and Organic Chemistry, which is having 2 credit and 36 lectures are allotted. In that, I will teach you the inorganic chemistry part. So before starting the outline of our syllabus of inorganic chemistry course, we will discuss what is meant by the inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry deals with the synthesis and behavior of inorganic and organometallic compounds, or simply we can say that inorganic chemistry is the study of inorganic compounds. So the topics include in our inorganic chemistry paper, that is first chapter is a molecular orbital theory of covalent bonding and the second one is a introduction to coordination chemistry. This course, that is a CH302 inorganic and organic chemistry course, carry 50 marks. Out of that 50 marks, 15 marks will be given by continuous internal assessment by college and 35 marks evaluation done by university by theory examinations. So let us discuss the contents in our syllabus of first chapter, that is a molecular orbital theory of covalent bonding. In that we are going to discuss the introduction to molecular orbital theory. Actually, this theory was put forth by scientists Hunt and Mulliken, and the magnetic and other properties of molecules are sometimes better explained by the quantum mechanical approach called as a molecular orbital theory. This theory describes the covalent bonds in terms of molecular orbitals, which results from the interaction of atomic orbitals of bonding atoms and are associated with the entire molecule. This is how molecular orbitals different from the atomic orbital. Now, what are the main postulates of molecular orbital theory? Along with this, we are also going to discuss the linear atomic combination orbital approximations, combinations of SS, SP, PP, PD and DD orbital, then non-bonding combinations of orbitals. In that, we are also going to discuss the brief rules for linear combination of atomic orbitals, then examples of molecular orbital treatment for homonuclear diatomic molecules with respect to MO energy level diagram, then bond order and magnetism of homonuclear and heteronuclear diatomic molecule. So this is a content in our first chapter. In second chapter, that is an introduction to coordination chemistry, we are going to discuss what is meant by the coordination chemistry. So the coordination chemistry is the study of compounds formed between metal ions and other neutral or negatively charged molecules, and the compound form is called as a coordination compounds. Along that, in that chapter we are also going to discuss what is meant by the double salts and coordination compound, difference between the double salts and coordination compound, then different terms related to coordination chemistry. In that we are going to discuss what is meant by the central metal atom, what is a complex coordination sphere, what is a ligand, types of ligand, how to calculate the oxidation state of central metal atom, then Werner's work and theory. Actually, Alfred Werner In 1893, first studied coordination compounds. He prepared and characterized hundreds of coordination compounds. For his excellent and classic work, Werner was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1913. In detail, we are also going to discuss the Werner's theory. What is the effective atomic number? How to calculate the effective atomic number? Then equilibrium constant and Chilet effect. IUPAC nomenclature. There are various rules for IUPAC rules for coordination compounds. Then how to calculate metal to ligand ratio. So these are contents in our second chapter. Now the reference books are proposed for these two chapters of inorganic chemistry. That is, first is a concise inorganic chemistry by J.D. Lee and second one is a basics inorganic chemistry, Cotton and Wilkinson. So this is a general outline of syllabus of our inorganic chemistry course. In next lecture, we are going to discuss the introduction to coordination chemistry. Thank you.